#1 source for local news in Southern California. KTLA 5, LA's very own. You're listening to the KTLA 5 news station in Los Angeles, the only Los Angeles station with a local TV news simulcast on iHeartRadio. Stay tuned for the KTLA 5 late news with breaking news, 5 live weather, and sports final on our next newscast at 10 and 11 p.m. We are the #1 source for local news in Southern California. KTLA 5, LA's very own. We are the #1 source for local news in Southern California. KTLA 5, LA's very own.
Good morning, I'm Frank Buckley. President Biden will visit a community college in Orange County today to deliver remarks about the rising inflation. Details about the president's final day in Southern California just ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Carlos Herrera, live in Inglewood this morning. A carjacking victim is killed after being dragged by a stolen car driven by a wanted murder suspect.
Good morning, I'm Trevor Shirley, live in Washington. Former President Donald Trump is responding after being subpoenaed yesterday by the January 6th committee to testify. I've got all the latest on that coming up in just a minute.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. To combat nightlife safety concerns, the city of West Hollywood is handing out kits that could potentially save lives.
Good morning, I'm Sam Rubin. We're live in Newport Beach. It's the resort, brand new here. We're going to show you all around. Plus, the very latest and greatest in biking, everything. The MS Bike Ride, we start tomorrow, so we'll learn all about that. New CBS drama about firefighters. One of the stars will join us now.
Good morning on this Friday heading into the weekend. A lot of surfers are out there, and still a little bit on the overcast side, but the sky should be clearing in most areas through this mid-morning and afternoon. 73 will be the high in the coastal areas. Downtown Los Angeles, 76. San Fernando Valley up to 83. 89 in the high desert. Inland Empire, 84. Orange County inland, 79 degrees. Full details coming up. Let's go to Kirk in traffic. Got it.
Hey Mark, thanks very much, and good morning. Happy Friday. We've been talking about that singular at the 10 West at Alameda in downtown LA this morning, and that singular is still in effect. It was the scene of a motorcycle crash and now is blocking the left 2 lanes. We still aren't sure exactly how long that's going to continue, but a very slow go for drivers through downtown LA. Orange County drivers, let's give you a look at how your commute is coming together. There are some green spots, but we're seeing some trouble spots there on the 405. That's the latest on your morning commute at 8:01. Frank, now back to you.
A wanted murder suspect is in custody this morning, and he'll likely face another murder charge after a dangerous pursuit that ended in a horrific death. Police say the man and dragged him for more than a mile, resulting in that victim's death. KTLA's Carlos Herrera with the latest on this violent crime spree. Carlos, good morning.
Hey, Frank, good morning. Suspect remains hospitalized this morning. He suffered minor injuries during those crashes that he was involved with yesterday. This as the carjacking victim was killed after being dragged a mile by that stolen car driven by that suspect. He was wanted for murder but was trying to get away from LAPD. This all started yesterday afternoon. Not too far from here, officers were staking suspect at a home on the 5900 block of 7th Avenue. Investigators say the man came out of the home, got into the passenger seat of a car that was waiting out front. Officers started following it, tried to pull it over, but they kept driving away. The vehicle quickly lost control and crashed about a mile and a half away in the area of Florence and Haas Avenue. The suspect then jumped out of the car on the red SUV. The driver of that SUV vehicle dragged in the street for nearly a mile, or more than a mile rather. That's before the suspect lost control, crashed, and overturned it at Florence and Prairie. The unidentified male victim died at the scene, but the suspect remained barricaded, refusing to exit the crashed vehicle.
After SWAT and our K-9 showed up, we were able to negotiate and have that individual get out of the vehicle and surrender without further incident. The murder suspect was wanted from a in the Topanga area where an individual ended up being murdered as a result of that incident.
Police say the suspect was one of 4 involved in a robbery and shooting that happened back in late July in Reseda. One suspect was shot and killed. The others got away with cash, jewelry, and several other items. That suspect involved in yesterday's altercation was taken into custody. Stand up again. He remains hospitalized this morning under police watch. This is the very latest here in Inglewood. I'm Carlos Herrera, KTLA 5 News. Frank and Jessica.
Okay, Carlos, thank you. The 405 freeway could have more delays than usual today as President Biden makes his way to Irvine Valley College. It is the last scheduled stop on his 2-day visit to Southern California. He'll give a speech on inflation and how he plans to lower costs. Yesterday, the president visited a metro construction site in West LA where he touted his infrastructure law. He said money from the bill will support these kinds of projects in the LA area. That includes improvements to LAX and the parks.
Today's scheduled LA City Council meeting has been canceled due to an anticipated continuation of chaos in the wake of leaked audio of a conversation between 3 council members. Angry citizens packed the City Council chamber twice this week, demanding the resignations of those involved because of the racist and derogatory remarks on the recording. Yuri Martinez resigned on Wednesday, but the public was still calling for Kevin DeLeon and Gil Cedillo to step down from the council. Acting Council President Mitch O'Farrell says he has canceled today's meeting because it became clear Cedillo and DeLeon would not resign in time. The next City Council meeting is set for Tuesday.
Public health officials are urging people to get the booster shots. Cases are currently on the rise across Europe. The U.S. typically follows the trends.
While we're very optimistic that the current situation with lower rates of transmission and therefore lower risk will continue for the next few weeks, we also need to be realistic and be prepared for the very real possibility of fall and winter.
LA County reported nearly 1,400 new COVID cases yesterday. Meantime, new research out of Scotland says nearly half of COVID-19 survivors may experience symptoms of long COVID 6 months after infection. The most strongly reported in the control group were breathlessness, chest pain, irregular heartbeat, and loss of taste and smell.
Santa Ana wind season upon us, and fire agencies in Southern California are getting proactive to try to prevent wildfire. SoCal Edison has partnered with designated fire agencies to conduct annual inspections for Operations Santa Ana. Contract crews have been out trimming trees near power poles.
Winds pick up and the vegetation is too close to our power lines, it can actually blow in to Southern California Edison's power lines and potentially cause an ignition.
We're the narrowest road, you know, like my husband has to go to work or if they have to move, we're late, we have to plan accordingly, but it's worth it.
And residents are being encouraged to keep a defensible space of up to 100 feet around their homes, 30 feet from the high fire danger.
An Oregon couple discovered a blob that washed up on shore near Portland Wednesday. They couldn't figure out what it was, but they say it smelled horrible and was covered in a spongy hair-like fur. The couple shared the pictures on video and social media, hoping that would know what it was. Friends began commenting the mystery mammal could be what's called a globster, the name given to large, unidentifiable marine animals that wash up on the shore. Some experts say the blob